Today we're gonna be kicking off with the US dollar. Okay, let's start with DXY. So right here, this is what we have on DXY, and you must have heard me say this repeatedly in the past couple of weeks that I am anticipating for a full retest of this 97.10, and you can see we relatively got that last week. Okay, when we saw this, the market actually dropped. I think this should be Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, then we have Monday and Tuesday right here. So on Tuesday, we got this particular zone right here got retested. All right, very well. And since then, we've seen DXY actually somehow fades away from that. You can see this is everything we saw last week. It is very, very small, and slowly we are getting a very, very lazy momentum on the dollar. All right, the market is not as buoyant in its momentum or in its movement like it was a few months back when we are getting all of this. Okay, since July, we've seen a really, really faded momentum in the price of DXY. I mean, you can see for yourself. So I'm still on this particular let's say thought process. All right, that if we get the market to retest this particular 99.8, okay, or 98.9, excuse me, and then we can get more like a range around this box. Okay, right there, market can just continue to range right there because the economy doesn't look very good. But maybe next month, because we're already in the mid September already, so the month is almost kind of like over. The major data has been released already. Okay, all right. Before I can consider a slight bullish tone in the United States dollar, I would say I want to see a break above this 98.7 to begin with. Okay, 98.7 to the upside, then that looked very good to me. Okay, 98.7, it crossed above 98.7, that looks very good to me. However, if anything happened that doesn't make sense in the United States, or an headlines comes out, or Trump decided to say one or two things that is considered a dovish sentiment on DXY or on the dollar itself or on the United States economy itself, all right, we'll likely get this particular move to the downside, and that will be all for the dollar like we know it. And I'm actually leaning towards this particular bearish momentum. Okay, I'm leaning towards that side, because when you look at the economy again, right here, nothing makes sense. Okay, we should be seeing a very fast drop in the price of the DXY. Okay, and that is why I'm leaning more towards bearish momentum on the dollar.